Hey there, how you going? Welcome to week 3 of the Active Body and Mind program. This is Rachel here again, and welcome to my backyard. We're here today to share with you and to talk with you about how it is that you can set goals that are really going to light you up. So I'm really curious to hear how you've been going so far. If you haven't taken the opportunity yet to share on Facebook, I'd really encourage you to do so. I'd also love to receive any feedback that you have after listening to these videos. So today, as I said, we're going to be talking about setting goals that are really going to light you up. Because what I've noticed is that there are goals and then there are goals. And I've really had some opportunity to start developing my muscle when it comes to goal setting and noticing what it is that makes a difference. What it is that makes a difference for me and what it is that makes a difference for others. And what I've noticed is that those that don't have goals that light them up, it's often because they don't have the clarity on the vision that they have for themselves and how it is that their goals align with that vision. So if you don't have a vision, then some of the things you may be noticing is that whilst you're able to set goals, the goals aren't really exciting you in the way that you'd like them to. By having a vision, by being clear on your mission statement, you will be the leader in your life. You'll be creating your own destiny. You'll be the one who's choosing which pathway you go on rather than following those around you. So it's been said that you are the one who decides which path it is that you can take. And yet, if you're constantly letting others lead you, then perhaps you'll end up in the opposite direction to that which you thought you'd be going in. So I want you to have a think about what it is that you thought you'd be when you grow up. Are you the person that you thought you'd be right now? Are you doing what you'd always dreamed of? Or have you found yourself somehow lost and stuck in the one place? So I know that you're here right now because you already have a commitment and a passion to improving your health, fitness and well-being. What I'm going to be working with you today on is to ensure that that purpose for your health and fitness is also aligned with the person that you want to be, so that you can see how you taking action now to improve your health and well-being is assisting you on that journey, the vision you have for yourself, so that you can be that person from today. So, to begin with the end in mind is actually one of the second habits in a book that I'm reading at the moment, which is called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's written by Stephen Covey and it is just packed of awesome strategies how you can improve the results that you're getting in any area of your life. It's also the second key principle in the success principles from NLP. In fact, it's the first, to know your outcome. And it's included in your Metabolic Precision chapter 2, to be clear on what the goals are that you're setting for yourself. So I know by now, given that you've already been working with me for some time, you've already been through at least 1 or 2 rounds of Active Body and Mind or your own individual program, that there's been many opportunities for us to sit down and to talk about your goals for yourself around your health, fitness and well-being. And many of you, I can already see, have already taken the action and written your goals down as to what you want to achieve for this program for the next 90 days. And I think that's fantastic. What we're going to be doing today is to be taking it one step further, to look where it is that you're heading beyond your goals, and then to work backwards to ensure that the goals that you're setting for yourself are really lighting you up in the way that you want them to be. So what you're aiming for here is to be setting a vision, a mission for yourself that brings up welling of emotion. And this was something that I had the opportunity to experience whilst I was away recently doing a course, where we had the opportunity to stop and actually have some quiet time to listen to what that inner voice was saying in terms of what it is that was important to me, and to ensure that the direction I was taking was lining up with my vision for myself. And what I noticed is that I had this overwhelming emotion as to what it is that I was to be doing in my life, and how the action that I was taking in that moment was a contributor towards my vision. So my vision, and what became even more clear to me, is that I will be, and I am being, a holistic health and a well-being transformation specialist. That I'm starting with me, and I'm creating a ripple effect by being the change to enable others to see what it is that's important to them when it comes to their health and well-being, and to see that by improving their health and well-being, they're creating the foundation for change in any area of their life, so that they can be the person that they always dreamed of being right now. What also became clear to me during this quiet time is the connection as to where and why this vision for me is so strong. And I was able to identify the root of where it came from for me, seeing how by me creating this change within me, within my family, I was breaking the generations that I'd seen within the women in my family, the cancer that recently took my mother, and not so long ago took my auntie and my grandmother. So to see how by me learning all that I can learn as to how to improve my health, my well-being, integrating fitness, nutrition and mindset, how I would assist myself and my family, and by doing so also assist many other women. So my commitment to my vision and the emotion connected to my vision is very strong. And that's why I'm able to take consistent action towards my goals. It's also why I'm able to so clearly see how important it is for me to have the health and the well-being that is so important to me. Once I made that connection, it just made making my goals so much easier, and setting the action to achieve those goals enjoyable and something that I wanted to be working towards every day. I have the passion, the commitment, the determination and drive to make my vision happen. And the goals are like my stepping stone along the way. And that's what I want for you. My intention for you today is for you to be able to set a vision that lights you up in the same way, by taking you through a few key steps to assist you to achieve that. So like many of the journeys, we need to be clear on where it is you're today. So that's why we're going to start with step 1, to know where it is that you're at right now. And in your week 1 folder, there are a number of key questions that are going to assist you to identify where it is you're at. To identify what it is that's important to you in your life right now. To look at those around you that may have inspired you, and to see what it is about them that's inspired you. And what are the qualities in others that you also see in yourself. So what I'd encourage you to do is to take some time to be really clear on where you're at right now when it comes to you, your life vision and your mission. To see how important it is for you today to get that clarity so you can be taking action, realigning your action and your goals to where it is you want to be headed in your life. Another way of thinking about your vision and your mission is thinking about it as the legacy that you want to leave behind. And that leads us into step 2, brainstorming ideas. If you were to look forward 20 years from now, what is it that you will have achieved? What is it you want to look back and see as your accomplishments? Whose lives have you touched? Is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it even wider than that? I know for me that when I look at the lives and the people that I've touched, that it's literally that ripple effect. It starts from me and it spreads out around me. And whatever the passion and interest is in your life, think about the ripple effect that you're creating by the change, by being the person that you want to be. So just giving yourself that free space to brainstorm, finding a quiet space, perhaps an inspirational place that's just really going to allow the thoughts to flow freely. And again, included in your week 3 folder are some questions to assist you with this process. And then that takes us to step number 3, to take a breather, to have some quiet time, and just notice what it is that comes up. What I've noticed is that by me creating space throughout my day to give myself that quiet time, I'm able to connect what it is that is really important to me. I'm able to develop that stronger body and mind awareness so that I can start switching off the voice, the negative voice that isn't working for me so well, and start listening to the truth, my inner voice, to see what it is that's important to me, and to get the clarity around what it is that I'm working towards as my life's mission and my vision. So have a breather, step away from it, and if you can, find that opportunity just to have that quiet space to switch off the noise and just notice what it is that comes up. And then, step number 5, to write a rough draft. So now with all of the information that you've gathered, the thoughts, the ideas, the feelings that have come up, what I want you to do now is just to find the space to write a draft, to write freely, write whatever it is that comes to mind. Remembering this is a rough draft, you have the opportunity to revisit it at any time. So again, find a place free of distractions, find a place where that inspiration is going to come to you, and just write freely. And then step number 6. Then you're going to come back to it, say a week later, and have the chance to review, to see if there's any changes you'd like to make, or if you're happy with it as it is. Then I would love you to write it up as your final copy. Write it up in a way that is just going to excite you every time that you read it. Notice the emotions that you're feeling as you're reading it, and then read it out loud and see what comes up for you. And then finally, I want you to realise that you can review this at any point. So you're going to be writing it as if it's set in stone, yet knowing that you can come back and reassess and refine as you progress in your life. And then I want you to find a way to reconnect with your vision, your mission daily, so that you can keep seeing how what you're doing on a daily basis is aligning with the mission, the vision that you have for yourself. And then the goals will flow freely from your vision. So now go back and have a look at the goals that you've already set for yourself for this program. Once you've got your vision, your mission, what I'd love you to do is to revisit these goals and see what changes you may wish to make. And just notice, even if you make no changes, how the goals now have a different meaning to you. That the vision that you've enabled yourself to set has assisted you to see how important achieving those goals is to you. To see the reference point you're creating for yourself, and how by you being the change, you're assisting those around you to achieve what they want in their lives. To commit to you, to commit to your health and well-being. To see what it is that you being at your optimal health is going to give to you. To notice the clarity that you have in your thinking. To notice how good it feels to be in that body which is strong, vital, and has the energy that you've always dreamed of. And just notice how, as you see yourself in the future, exactly the way you want to be, how having all that has enabled you to see what else is possible for you, and to start living the life you dreamed of today. So there you have it. Those are the steps to assist you to light up when you're writing your goals and when you're achieving them. So I'd love to hear from you what it is that you've learnt today and what actions you're going to be committing to. Take the time to have a visit of the Week 3 folder, to have a read, and to visit the action steps in written form. And identify when it is that you're going to be taking this action this week. So enjoy writing your mission, your vision statement, and noticing the legacy that you're creating for your loved ones by the action you're taking today. This has been Week 3 of Active Body and Mind. It's been great hanging out with you again. I think we've just made it before the rain, and I'll be chatting to you again soon.